Welcome to the Geek Divers tutorial. In this episode we'll talk about rental equipment. You can view your current equipment in Equipment, All Equipment. You can select the use of your equipment to filter out what you want to see. For example, diving equipment and BCD will only show you the available BCDs. This means that these BCDs are available to be rented. If you want to show them all, you remove the toggle and you will see all the BCDs that you have right now. To create a new piece of equipment, you click on New Equipment. You need to select the use, for example, diving equipment. Select the equipment type, for example, a mask. Select the name, for example, the name of the mask, the date of purchase, for example 1st of May, the date of last check, for example you check them every month, and the check duration monthly. If it's appropriate, you can type a size. Then you need to type your internal ID. For example, this mask is mask number 4. If it's appropriate, you can type the serial numbers, for example, for a computer, for a DPV. You can also define a color. It's not mandatory. And if your Geek Divers account has more than one location, you need to select which location this equipment is available in. For example, Dive Center 1. And also, where can I rent this piece of equipment? Dive Center 1. Here at the bottom you have a text field where you can write any kind of note. For example, the equipment is in good condition, it needs some repairing, there's mold on the mask. This will be only for your internal use. In case you need to unfortunately throw away a piece of equipment, is no longer needed, or the equipment is no longer in good condition, you can click on Dismissed. Ticking this checkbox means that this piece of equipment is no longer available to be rented. Temporarily unavailable means that, for example, this piece of equipment is out for checking. For example, when you send your tanks for your yearly check. You can also scroll up and upload a picture. You click on Upload and then you click on Save. The picture will be available on top left. Now, it is very common that dive centers buy the same piece of equipment in a large number, for example 10, 15 of the same piece of equipment. You don't need to enter all of them all over again. You just need to scroll down and save. At this point, Geek Divers asks you if you want to copy the piece of equipment. Yes, I can copy that. The equipment is copied, and as you can see, it's without the ID. So everything else stays the same, just the ID is missing. Please remember that in case of BCDs, boots, fins, you also need to update the size. So I will write my next ID. I scroll down and I save it. I can go on copying this same mask a number of times, just changing the ID, and clearly if I'm working on BCDs and boots and fins, I will also need to update the size. Now let's go to All Equipment. I select the use, diving, and I select the equipment type, mask, and I see the two masks that I just entered. I can always click on a piece of equipment to view the complete data. Now let's do the same for your transportation. Again, you click on New Equipment, you select the use, transportation, select the equipment type. At this point it's either a boat or a van, a bus, a car. If you need more equipment types, please feel free to let us know. So I will select a boat. You can always upload a picture of your boat. I type a name. The boat capacity, including staff and including crew, for example, 16. The date of purchase. And the date of last check. I can choose the check duration. I can write the tank capacity and my internal ID. If appropriate, you can type the serial number and the color. Like we did for the mask, we need to define where the equipment is and where the equipment can be rented from. It doesn't mean that you need to rent out your boat, but this is important to understand where this piece of equipment can be used. As we did for the mask, you can type any kind of comment here. And as we did for the mask, you can click on dismissed if the boat can no longer be used, or temporarily unavailable in case the boat is out for repairing. Remember that when a piece of equipment or the boat is coming back from repairing, you need to untick this temporarily unavailable checkbox. You can save it, and as you did for the mask, you can copy the boat. If you have more boats and you just need to change the name and your internal ID, you can do so here. To view all your equipment, you can go back again to All Equipment. Thank you for watching.